Welcome to Visions in the Making, where we reveal our story for His glory. Here we share real journeys and raw moments, the highs, the heartaches, and the hope, all in faith and with purpose. Our mission? To encourage you to pursue your vision and your purpose, because behind every vision is a story worth telling. Last week, I released a word of encouragement titled Divergence in the Church. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. I think it will bless you. After I released that word, I had an opportunity to watch the movie Divergent, and it hit me differently this time. Now, if you've never seen it or maybe just need a refresher, here's a quick synopsis courtesy of Internet Movie Database. In a world divided by factions based on virtues, Triss learns she's divergent, meaning she doesn't fit neatly into any one group. When she uncovers a plot to destroy those like her, she and a mysterious figure named Four must discover why divergents are seen as such a threat before it's too late. When I talked about the movie on a previous podcast, I discussed it from the perspective of being labeled divergent in the church. This week, I'd like to share a different revelation I had while watching the movie. When Triss discovered that she was divergent, she was warned not to tell anyone because it could lead to her death. Being divergent meant she had the potential for multiple factions, but she was faced with the difficult decision to choose only one. At what the movie called the choosing ceremony, she decided to join a faction called Dauntless, known for bravery. Although Triss had the potential to be dauntless, she failed a lot of her training exercises. At one point in the movie, one of the Dauntless leaders declared her unfit to be in Dauntless faction and decided she would be thrown out after she was knocked out during a fighting match. She could have laid down and accepted her fate, but instead of giving up, she got up, and that's when things began to shift. She went on to pass all future tests and became dauntless. That part resonated with me deeply. Like Triss, many of us have taken hits, spiritually, emotionally, even financially, and started to question our identity. There may be a part of you that wants to just lay down and accept your fate, but God will not allow you to stay there. I know, because I've lived it. Before my own season of failure, I thought I was thriving. But truthfully, I was tired of waiting on God's timing, tired of trying to live right while feeling overlooked. So I started living for myself, partying, drinking, and dating outside of God's will. I knew better, but I wanted what I wanted. Eventually, I got tired of the lifestyle, tired of the shallow relationships, tired of chasing fulfillment that never came. One night, I sat at a party and realized I didn't belong there anymore. God allowed some doors to shut and relationships to fall off. He let me come to the end of myself so I could finally come back to Him. And when I did, everything changed. I committed to prayer, fasting, and just sitting in His presence. I started hearing Him more clearly. Whatever you do, please do not underestimate the power of prayer and fasting. When you commit to it, the Lord will speak to you through His word and heal you in areas you didn't even know needed healing. Was this process hard at times? Yes, it was. There were days I felt abandoned, confused, and frustrated. But now I understand it was necessary. God broke me to build me, and I thank Him for it. Maybe you're in a similar place, dealing with heartbreak, job loss, rejection, or failure. You feel like a failure. But God says in Jeremiah 30:17, I will restore health to you and heal you of your wounds. What they called a setback, God calls a setup for restoration. He will restore you, but you have to make the decision to get back up. If you are willing to release your will and stop trying to control your life, you will find that God has so much more planned for you. Your purpose is so much bigger than anything you experienced or lost in the last season. There's purpose in your pain. You are still called, and your choosing ceremony is here. God is asking you one question. Will you choose Him again? Subscribe for more hope-filled messages. See you on the next episode.